I'm talking today to Kenneth Ashigbey, who is the COO of the Multimedia Group, and that his responsibilities include the recently launched MultiTV. The Multimedia Group has 7 radio stations, 2 online platforms, and most recently has launched MultiTV. Kenneth, tell me how the company started.
Well, basically, Multimedia Group started off with Joy FM some 16 years ago, and then we grew with all the 7 acquisitions of radio stations, and then My Joy Online, which is about part of the 20 best online media in Africa, and then very recently MultiTV was launched in July of 2009 as a natural progression of a company that wants to be a multimedia company.
And of your 7 radio stations, how many of those are key players? I know Joy FM is one of the key players, but...
Well, I think what's happened is that all the 7 are key players in the markets in which they work. What we've done is that we've done a bit of segmentation. So
they're quite niche focused.
Exactly. You know, Joy FM is in the English market and it's in Accra. If you go into Kumasi, Love FM is in the English market, very niche in the Ashanti region. So that's what happens. And then Adom FM, it's in the mass market. It's it's currently the 2nd in the market. Hits, its entertainment base is number 4 in Greater Accra. So you find out that they are all positioned in particular niches in the market, and one of the things about multimedia is to be market leaders. So in all of them, particularly you look for a niche and you go for leadership in those particular niches.
And obviously the name of the group is Multimedia, and gives some clues about why you went into television,
yes.
But give me the specific circumstances of why.
Well, after doing radio and online for a while, what you wanted to do was you were looking for other opportunities in the media business, and also we are very ambitious. We think we should be able to affect Africa, so you're looking for a platform that gave you the opportunity to be able to influence Africa, tell the African story from an African perspective. So looking around and also considering that in 2012 we're going to go digital, Ghana is going to turn on digital, but the digital licenses were not available. We opted to do DTH as one of the platforms to start TV, and our business is to build world-class TV brands, and whatever platform that comes, we are platform neutral, we'll be able to plug into that.
And with the DTH platform, was that license free, or did you have to buy a DTH license?
We had to buy a DTH license in Ghana.
But those are available.
Exactly.
Because they're not caught up in the policy.
No,
transition,
they are not. They are not. Yeah. So there'll be DTH and there'll be DTT once that happens. Interestingly, there's no frequency being given, but NTA still has to license you for DTH in Ghana.
And give me a description of how the DTH platform works for the customer.
Basically, for us, we're running the free-to-air model where all you need to do is to do a one-time purchase. We have some distributors who bring MultiTV specific boxes, and so once you buy the box and the box is installed for you, you're able to get our 10 free channels. But additionally, on the satellite that we set, Astra 2B, there are other free-to-air channels also available, on which then for a customer, once you scan, you get all those channels also available to you.
And the box, I understand, also has a PVR in?
Exactly. So what we do is that you want to give people opportunity of being able to watch when they want to watch. You know, convenience is a big thing for the customer now, so the boxes come with PVRs as well. So with a pen drive, a simple pen drive, you can plug it into it and be able to record some content and watch it when you want, at your convenience.
And what's the cost of the box at the moment?
Currently, we're trying to push the prices that we're selling at 175 to the consumer, including
and that's 175 CDs.
175 CDs, which is about $100 dollars.
Okay, and what do you think that will come down to over time?
Well, we're hoping to push it down to 100 Ghana CDs. That's from the research we did. That's the tipping point where it then would be a mass product and everybody in Ghana would be able to
much nearer to the cost of a mobile phone.
Exactly, you know, because the market is very price elastic.
Yeah. And give me some idea of what the local channels are on the 10 program bouquet.
So what we do is that there's the 10 channels, a mix of everything. You're providing everybody what they want to do. So you have the very local ones, Adom TV, which is purely in the local language. You have Inshira, which is a gospel, a Christian channel, which also in the local language. Joy News does news, both local and international news. You have Hits TV that does entertainment, music, and lifestyle. Then you have Senior Africa that concentrates on African movies and entertainment. Joy TV, that's Western movies and series. You want to give people also that opportunity to be able to sample that. And then you have your Real TV that is supposed to be doing a lot of reality shows, which has not currently started.
And how many set-top boxes have you sold, and how many are you anticipating selling in the coming year?
We've done excess of 300,000 as at the end close of last year. This year we're hoping to sell another 300,000 again this year.
So you'll have a total of 600,000?
Yes, we're hoping to tip beyond 600,000 by year end.
Okay. And the coverage that you get with DTH is presumably nationwide?
It's if you look at our spectrum, yes, we do beyond nationwide, but nationwide we are completely covered.
Okay, and so presumably this gives you some advantages over DTT,
exactly,
or indeed the analog.
Exactly, yes. And so what tends to happen is that when you go to places where signal challenges are, that's where you see a density of multi-TV, because typical example is Sampa. When you go to Sampa, two out of three homes,
on the Ivorian border.
Close to the Ivorian border, 2 out of 3 homes have the multi-TV box, and it's also because those places are very commercial, they are able to afford it, but then you have signal challenges in those areas.
Given that the signal is wider than Ghana, and you could in effect do presumably the whole of the Western Seaboard.
Exactly, basically, and that's the target, and we're basically hoping that our local production, which will be anchored on news, would be able to fly beyond, go into Africa, but we'll start from the West Coast currently, and our business is to be able to tell the African story from an African perspective, and that's what's become.
And you have ambitions to do that within the news content as well.
Exactly, so the news content would start that, but once we get that done, other journals of content would also move on and be able to start telling the African story, the good African stories to be told.
Kenneth, thanks for talking to me today.
Thank you.